A Sydney businessman's been accused of ripping off hundreds of foreign students who are trying to get 457 and other work visas. Eddie Kang's company, Singapore Oil, charges students up to $45,000 for a work visa, but a Lateline investigation has found that many of the clients get no job, no visa and no full refund. One of the students claims Mr Kang made a death threat against him after he tried to get his money back. Mr Kang denies the allegations, instead insisting the students have breached their contracts and that he's running a legitimate business. Steve Cannane has this exclusive report and a warning it does contain some strong language.
Chubby Bussaw left her home in Nepal 5 years ago. She came to Australia to study and after gaining diplomas in commercial cookery and business, started looking for employers who might sponsor her for residency. After looking online, she made an appointment with Singapore Oil in North Sydney.
For $20,000, he promised me to give me 457 visa. And then after I get 457 visa, he said I have to pay him $25,000 again.
The person Chubby Bussaw met with was Eddie Kang, the CEO of Singapore Oil, a company that seems to deal more with visas than oil projects. She signed this contract and was promised work as a customer services manager at one of Eddie Kang's companies, Icon Pacific.
I was requesting to him if he could show me the workplace where I was supposed to work. And then he said, yeah, I can show you tomorrow. I can show you tomorrow. He did that all the time. And he didn't show me where was the workplace actually. And finally I got the visa. It was refused. It was on 24th of May. And I saw that there was no 457 visa.
The Department of Immigration rejected the visa application because Eddie Kang had already applied for sponsorship for at least 4 customer service managers for this small business. In June, 7 months after Chubby Bussaw had given Eddie Kang $20,000 for her 457 visa, she received this email.
We hereby confirm that final deadline for 457 visa case for you would be 15th of July 2013. If not approved, the full refund will be made to you.
But that full refund never came. Chubby Bussaw got no job, no 457 visa, no full refund. A year after she signed her contract, Chubby says she's still waiting on around $7,000. Eddie Kang agreed to an interview with Lateline. So why don't you refund her money when it states in that email that you would refund the money once the visa was rejected? That happened 5 months ago.
Well, I mean, she has been keep visiting our office, and she has been maintaining her relationship with us.
So where's the
money?
We've been
doing our job, and we have actually...
So where is the money?
Refund. We are in the middle of the process of refunding money.
Personally, I found it very difficult when you've got a dozen people in my office, most of them crying and telling me how much they've given to Mr Kang. I've had people in there with a total of over $200,000 as a group they would have paid him, and none of them are going to get their visa.
Carl Conrad is a former police officer who now runs a migration agency. He estimates that hundreds of foreign students may have lost money to Eddie Kang.
We suspect there's probably anywhere between 200 and 400 victims of Mr Kang currently. It's a bit hard to ascertain at the moment because immigration won't tell us any precise numbers, but he's been lodging multiple applications to various government departments around the country and getting multiple refusals. So it's hard to ascertain the actual total number of who's been victimised at this stage.
One of Eddie Kang's clients claims he even had a death threat made against him. Have you ever made a death threat against a client?
No, never. No. Sometimes the clients are angry and then they do the death threat to me, and then they respond from me, then they recorded it and they abuse it to different places.
Okay, so you've never made a death threat against a client?
No, I don't do it. No.
Okay, let's listen to this then.
You are lying. Yeah, so I mean that was a big fighting, and then I think he recorded it at the later stage.
Have a listen to it.
No, I declined to listen to it because that was a kind of planned
but
strategically.
It's you saying, I kill you, man.
Well, he told me that too. He said that he's going to send me the Nepalese mafias or something, so I had a fighting. So he just edited that part and then used it to so many places at the moment.
Okay, but you've threatened to kill him, haven't you?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No.
Listen to it.
No, it's just
asking him where
fighting
are
each
you?
other. Yeah, yeah. No, that was fighting each other, and he also said the same thing to me. Hello. And he's you see, he's very calm. He's just trying to, kind of instigate me to say that kind of stuff. That's what it is.
But you said it. You said, "I'll kill you," and you asked where is he?
No, I mean, I was just angry,
But you've still threatened to kill him, haven't you?
No, I deny that. I mean, he did the same thing to me. He said he's going to send me the Nepalese mafias or something.
Why did you threaten to kill him?
No, I didn't. I mean, that was a very just angry situation that
I'm
that
sorry, you
that way.
said on that phone message,
that becomes quite emotional,
I kill you. Okay.
Yeah.
You told me you're a credible businessman. Is that an act of a credible businessman to make death threats against a client?
No, we shouldn't do it. No.
The man who took that call has told Lateline he did not edit the recording and did not make a death threat against Eddie Kang. Here is part of that recording.
I'll kill you, man!
You'll kill me?
Listen to me carefully!
You'll kill me?
Yeah!
Oh,
Listen to me carefully, you'd better call the police now!
yeah, okay.
You fucking idiot!
And what will you do?
Where are you now? Where are you? What's your address there? Where is your address?
In one word, he's a gunman. He cheats you and flies. And I'm thinking that he will fly from Australia very soon.
Shiva Narala is a hairdresser from Nepal. She signed a contract in January with another of Eddie Kang's companies, Adelaide Petroleum and Hospitality. She handed over $15,000, but then found out the company did not have approval from the Department of Immigration.
This is like there is no fault of the applicant, that is me, but the business who want to sponsor you is not authorized.
Shiva Narala says that Eddie Kang still owes her $9,000, or $11,000 if you count the interest on the loan she took out to pay his fee. Another foreign student has told Lateline he paid $15,000 for a visa to work as a cook here, at another of Eddie Kang's businesses in Sydney. When he showed up to the address, the restaurant no longer existed. Where is all this money going that you've taken off these students?
No, that's another vicious rumor that they are spreading at the moment, that we don't actually use these people's money for any other investment or something like that. That's not possible.
You don't have big investments planned?
No, we don't. I mean, we refunded most of the money already.
Is it true you're planning to develop a site, borrow $7.6 million from the St George Bank?
Yeah, that was discussed, yeah.
Yeah. So if you've got that kind of money, why can't you pay poor students back the thousands of dollars that you owe them?
No, Steve, you are principally wrong, and that's just an unfounded accusation again, where we are you're trying to say that all this money should be immediately refunded to all these people, which is not true. They are breaching the contract.
These contracts are said to last 27 months. Part of the agreement is there should be no harsh pressure or excessive phone calls or visitations by the client. But the students are frustrated Eddie Kang has failed to deliver jobs and visas, leaving them owing thousands of dollars to family members and banks to pay for Eddie Kang's fees. And there are fears they won't get their money back. The contracts say that Singapore Oil is incorporated in Singapore and that the contracts will be governed by Singaporean law.
In Australia, I haven't seen people like cheating each other because everyone is happy. Everybody is doing their own business. This is the first time I have seen the people who is interested to take others' money, He's not doing his business. He is ruining our life for his business.
Migration agent Carl Conrad says he alerted the Department of Immigration in May about the activities of Eddie Kang. Steve Cannane, Lateline.